Ezekiel chapter 23. The lewdness of Jerusalem and Samaria. The word of I am came again unto me, saying, Son of man, there were two women, the daughters of one mother, and they committed whoredoms in Egypt. They committed whoredoms in their youth. There were their breasts pressed, and there they bruised the tents of their virginity. And the names of them were Aholah the elder, and Aholibah her sister. And they were mine, and they bare sons and daughters. Thus were their names. Samaria is Aholah, and Jerusalem Aholibah. And Aholah played the harlot when she was mine, and she dotted on her lovers, on the Assyrians her neighbors, which were clothed with blue, captains and rulers, all of them desirable young men, horsemen, riding upon horses. Thus she committed her whoredoms with them, with all them that were chosen men of Assyria, and with all on whom she dotted. With all their idols she defiled herself. Neither left she her whoredoms brought from Egypt, for in her youth they lay with her, and they bruised her breast of her virginity, and poured their whoredom upon her. Wherefore I have delivered her unto the hands of her lovers, and into the hands of the Assyrians, upon whom she dotted. These discovered her nakedness. They took her sons and daughters, and slew her with the sword. And she became famous among women, for they had executed judgment upon her. And when her sister Aholibah saw this, she was more corrupt in her inordinate love than she, and in her whoredoms more than her sister in her whoredoms. She dotted upon the Assyrians her neighbors, captains and rulers clothed most gorgeously, horsemen riding upon horses, all of them desirable young men. Then I saw that she was defiled, that they took both one away, and that she increased her whoredoms. For when she saw men portrayed upon the wall, the images of the Chaldeans portrayed with vermilion, girded with girdles upon her loins, exceeding in dyed attire upon her heads, all of them princes to look to, after the manner of the Babylonians of Chaldea, the land of their nativity. And as soon as she saw them with her eyes, she dotted upon them and sent messengers unto them in Chaldea. And the Babylonians came to her into the bed of love, and they defiled her with their whoredom, and she was polluted with them, and her mind was alienated from them. So she discovered her whoredoms, and discovered her nakedness. Then my mind was alienated from her, like as my mind was alienated from her sister. Yet she multiplied her whoredoms, and calling to remembrance the days of her youth, wherein she had played the harlot in the land of Egypt. For she dotted upon their parameters, whose flesh is as the flesh of asses, and whose issue is like the issue of horses. Thus thou callest to remembrance the lewdness of thy youth, in bruising thy tents by the Egyptians for the paps of thy youth. Therefore, O Aholibah, thus saith the Most High Power, Behold, I will raise up thy lovers against thee, from whom thy mind is alienated, and I will bring them against thee on every side, the Babylonians and all the Chaldeans, Pekod and Soya and Koya, and all the Assyrians with them, all of them desirable young men, captains and rulers, great lords and renowned, all of them riding upon horses. And they shall come against thee with chariots, wagons, and wheels, and with an assembly of people, which shall set against thee buckler and shield and helmet round about. And I will set judgment before them, and they shall judge thee according to their judgments. And I will set my jealousy against thee, and they shall deal furiously with thee. They shall take away thy nose and thine ears, and thy remnant shall fall by the sword. They shall take thy sons and thy daughters, and thy residue shall be devoured by the fire. They shall also strip thee out of thy clothes, and take away thy fair jewels. Thus will I make thy lewdness to cease from thee, and thy whoredom brought from the land of Egypt, so that thou shalt not lift up thine eyes unto them, nor remember Egypt any more. For thus saith the Most High Power, Behold, I will deliver thee into the hand of them whom thou hatest, into the hand of them from whom thy mind is alienated. And they shall deal with thee hatefully, and shall take away all thy labor, and shall leave thee naked and bare. And the nakedness of thy whoredom shall be discovered, both thy lewdness and thy whoredoms. I will do these things unto thee, because thou hast gone a whoring after the heathen, and because thou art polluted with their idols. Thou hast walked in the way of thy sister. Before will I give her cup unto thine hand. Thus saith the Most High Power. Thou shalt drink of thy sister's cup deep and large. Thou shalt be laughed to scorn and had in derision. It containeth much. Thou shalt be filled with drunkenness and sorrow, with the cup of astonishment and desolation, with the cup of thy sister Samaria. Thou shalt even drink it and suck it out. And thou shalt break the sherds thereof, and pluck off thine own breasts. For I have spoke it, saith the Most High Power. Thus saith the Most High Power, because thou hast forgotten me, and hast cast me behind thy back. Therefore bear thou also thy lewdness and thy whoredoms. The Most High said moreover unto me, Son of man, wilt thou judge Aholah and Aholibah? Yea, declare unto them their abominations, that they have committed adultery, and blood is in their hands. And with their idols have they committed adultery, and have also caused their sons, whom they bear unto me, to pass for them through the fire, to devour them. Moreover, this they have done unto me. They have defiled my sanctuary in the same day, and have profaned my Sabbaths. For when they had slain their children to their idols, then they came the same day into my sanctuary to profane it. And lo, thus have they done in the midst of mine house. And furthermore, that ye have sent for men to come from far, unto whom a messenger was sent, and lo, they came, from whom thou didst wash thyself, paintest thy eyes, and deckest thyself with ornaments, and sattest upon a stately bed, and a table prepared before it, whereupon thou hast set mine incense and my oil. And a voice of a multitude being at ease was with her, and with the men of the common sort were brought Sabians from the wilderness, which put bracelets upon their hands, and beautiful crowns upon their heads. Then said I unto her that was old in adulteries, Will they now commit whoredoms with her, and she with them? Yet they went in unto her, as they go in unto a woman that played the harlot. So went they in unto Aholah and unto Aholibah, the lewd woman. And the righteous men, they shall judge them after the manner of adulteries, and after the manner of the woman that shed blood, because they are adulteresses, and their blood is in their hands. For thus saith the Most High Power, I will bring up a company upon them, and will give them to be removed and spoiled. And the company shall stone them with stones, and dispatch them with their swords. They shall slay their sons and their daughters, and burn up their houses with fire. Thus will I cause lewdness to cease out of the land, that all women may be taught not to do after your lewdness. And they shall recompense your lewdness upon you, and ye shall bear the sins of your idols, and ye shall know that I am the Most High Power. All praise to the Son of Man, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Whoo! I tell you, boy, the Most High, with the Messiah, he gives mighty parables. But the Most High, he gives just mighty stories, just a nice, good storyline, you know what I'm saying? And that's what you need. You need a story so you can meditate on that story and break it down, observe it, and then you'll come to the understanding of that story. Just like this chapter, chapter 23, when the Most High describes Samaria is Aholah and Jerusalem Aholibah. Because if the Most High would have described, Jerusalem and Samaria just as, countries, then it probably wouldn't have made as much sense as it does describing them as actual women. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like it says in the end of verse 7, she defiled herself with all their idols. You know what I'm saying? And that's a powerful description. You know what I'm saying? She defiled herself with idols, saying it as a woman instead of a country. It all comes together and makes sense. With that being said, I would like to praise the power of the Son of Man, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Father, I am that I am, because this whole week is a mighty and powerful week, y'all. Like, really, this whole end of the month is gonna be a nice, beautiful, powerful, spiritual month, y'all, because there's a lot of spiritual activity going on, because there's a lot of high holy days that's coming up back to back. You know what I'm saying? You had the Day of Atonement, then right after that you got the blowing of the trumpets, you got the Feast of Tabernacles, and all this is happening around the same time. So anytime you have high holy days, is a lot of spiritual activity by the mighty archangels, you know what I'm saying, defending and fighting for us, you know what I'm saying, as well as the other side. They're fighting against us. So it's spiritual activity going on both sides. So with that being said, Israel, you have to stay prayed up, especially in these times, in the high holy day times, because you can be extremely blessed or get extremely attacked, you know what I'm saying, or both, especially in this time period. With that being said, all praise to the power of the Son of Man, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Father, I am that I am, and his only begotten Son, to finally come and save the lost sheep of the house of Israel, trying to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of our abilities. All praise, Amen, and Shalom.